Don't try this. Or do, it's up to you. But today we're going in with the unique item Bloody Harvester. But it means we need Vampirism to make this item awesome. How do we get our Vampirism? How about 4 Alchemy Amulets that give 3 random buffs each? Will it even give us Vampirism? Let's find out. Okie dokie, let's go and jump some rank games with a random character and see what we're going to get today. So it looks like we're playing the Pyromancer. We do start off with an Offering Bowl, Amulet of Alchemy, and a bag of stones. Now that's also a Rainbow Badge, which I'm kind of down to take. I mean, we could take it, offer it up this round. That is 3 golds. That is 4 gold. We could keep our stones here too and potentially go for a stone golem if we get enough stones. But that is 7 gold right here. That is actually 8 gold right here. We can potentially grab ourselves another amulet, which I'm kind of down for. I'm going to grab a broom. I'm going to grab a stone. And I do kind of want to grab this garlic as well. Now, if we're getting rid of our bag of stones, we might as well get rid of our stone too. Or we can keep our bag of stones, offer up our garlic with this rainbow badge. That should be 7 golds. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Might as well have our star courage in just in case we come across someone who eats up all our stamina. It's very unlikely, but might as well have it in anyway. Now we do start off with 1 empower, so our stone and our broom is going to deal a little bit of damage here. We've got 3 buffs from our Amulet of Alchemy, being regen, luck, and mana. Luck's not too bad, but hey, not too bad. We did manage to win out. Now what are we going to get? Okay, we want to go for big potion stack and build. We really want to go for big potion stack and builds. I'm going to grab a little short bow. I'm going to roll here looking for some items on sale, which we didn't get. I'm also looking for stones. I do want to grab this leather bag. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be offering up anything this round, since we've grabbed ourselves some storage here. The thing is, I do want to grab healing herbs so we can craft up some strong health pots. I could craft up a little tusk poker here. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be looking specifically for stones, for health pots, and items on sale. However, can we still beat this Pyromancer? Unfortunately, we do end up falling short. Not so great. Now, hell yeah, that's awesome. A little bit of storage goes a long way. Let's take you. Let's grab our healing herbs. And let's take an extra flame. And I will waste 1 gold roll here. And the thing is, if we sell a flame, we can offer up a little sharp bow, which is 4 gold, 5 gold, and 7 gold, which I'm kind of down for. Let's get rid of our little sharp bow. Let's keep moving for now. And we'll see if this is going to be good enough here. We start off with a bunch of buffs. We're kind of at the mercy of Amulet of Alchemy, giving us Empower, Spikes. Vampirism's nice with a broom, but outside of that, it doesn't really do a whole lot for us, to be quite honest. And we'll see, because our opponent does have Empower with the Shell Totem. And since we've no scaling damage, the Shell Totem could potentially outpace us here. However, yeah, definitely, doesn't look like so. Because once fatigue starts, that fatigue is going to help us chip down our opponents. And awesome. Hey, what are we going to get? A freaking flute. And we could be at the mercy of our double rainbow with buffs by taking double rainbow as well, which could be kind of funny, not going to lie. We can take uniquely unique and have the fastest broom alive. And go for Staff of Fire as well. It's been a while since I played Staff of Fire. We could take Power of the Moon. I'm going to take uniquely unique here. Although, Bloody Harvester could be kind of awesome here. Unfortunately though, it's much better if you do have Vampiric set up already. Now we could actually use it with double amulets, potentially grabbing some Vampiricness from this. So you know what? I am going to take it. As mad as that is, yeah, I'm going to be taking it. I'm going to keep our stones, that's for sure. And I might grab ourselves another bag here, although I'm tempted to grab gloves. I think we're going to grab the bag for now. I'm placing healing herbs. We want to keep as much healing herbs as possible. And we could also offer up our broom here, which I'm kind of down for. Let's offer up our broom. Let's offer up our flute. That's 10 gold worth of items. And I'm hoping to grab another amulet. And we got no Vampirism. Well, it is what it is. It's going to be the slowest Bloody Harvester around. Not a single Vampirism. 6 buffs that we can get. And not a single Vampirism is amazing. Well, it's just funny in my opinion. And what are we going to get? Okay, we got a bird. And some flames here. I do want to grab the gloves. I also want to grab the customer card. I don't want the skull badge here. I do want to roll. And that is going to be a health pot, which I do actually want to grab. I'm going to sell flames, so we can grab that for now. And pretty much craft this up into strong health pot. I'm crazy to take out a bag of stones. I'm still going to take him out. I'm going to take this Undead Amulet and I'm going to move on. Now, can we get some Vampirism with our Amulets of Alchemy? No. We can't get it just yet once again, which is even more madness. I'm also going to be offering up a bird too, even though it does increase the speed of our Bloody Harvester. But yeah, getting no Vampirism here is kind of mad. Not even one. But with double Amulets of Alchemy, it means we should be able to trigger Hellpot again. Once we get a strong Hellpot, that should be genuinely awesome. Now this is actually gaining speed since we do have our bird, and I kind of like it. Do you want to keep our bird? You know what? I don't think we definitely need to find ourselves a Hunger Blade here. And what do we get? Another freaking flute, which is not crazy. Let's grab you. Which is crazy. Surely get some Vampirism right now. I'm going to take this. I'm going to roll once. I'm going to sell this two roll. And that's another Hellpot, which I kind of do want to grab too. But yeah, I'm going to sell 2 flames. I'm going to grab ourselves another Money Pack for now as well. And yeah, I'm going to move on. Now this could potentially have been the worst decision to take a Bloody Harvester this early on and not having a Hunger Blade. Because again, holy moly, that's 3 rounds in a row, not even grabbing one single freaking Vampirism. Well, that's RNG, but we did manage to get an insane amount of regen here, which is madness, and it is enough to keep us ahead. Well, it looks well. It could be even worse though. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, what are we gonna get? Okay. Eye Lamp, not too bad. Also, Artifacts don't heat. I'm not going to be stacking up too much heat here unless I get another Amulets of Alchemy. Amulet of Wells, not too bad. Definitely not too bad. Now I'm going to take an extra Hellpot. And, you know what, I'm not going to take the Pineapple. I'm going to roll once here. That's another pair of gloves. It would be kind of awesome, but I'm going to sell 1 stone, 2 roll again. You want to sell for 4? I will gladly take, so we can offer that up. Now, do you want more Hellpots? To be honest, I don't think I'm going to. Even though we do have 3 Amulets of Alchemy, I do want to grab some armor stacking pots. But hey, we've managed to get 1 Vampirism here, which is madness. It does give us a little bit of lifesteal, and it does make our Bloody Harvester attack a lot faster. But yeah, it's not looking too bad. Amazing even. And we do get a Dark Lantern on sale. Now, Burning Banner is going to be scaling regen for our Hunger Blades, but I kind of actually want to take Dark Lantern. I want to take Dark Lantern so we can potentially activate our pots, getting this triggered super fast and getting a bunch of regen. I'm down for it. Little Chestnut is crazy. Do we want to take it? It does help us stack up our buffs. No, it could be kind of awesome with the Bloody Harvester as well. So we're going to take the Storage. Let's take our Little Chestnut. Let's roll again. And you are going to be Dark Item, but I can't really afford to take it just yet. So I'm going to roll again. And hell yeah, we need this pretty much this round. That's for sure. The only thing currently with my setup is this amulet's not going to be targeting this Hellpot. But it's more so for Vampirism stacking here. Still targeting a strong Hellpot. And yeah, I want to grab all this stuff. I'm not going to be trading this up. I'm going to be offering this up to try and grab ourselves another amulet. And we'll see. Little Chestnut, holy moly, we got a lot of freaking Vampirism, and if this goes super fast, yeah, we should be able to get a ton of Vampirism. However, we did activate our Hellpots, so we're actually going to be turbo stacking regen, which is not going to be terribly bad here, to be honest. It is going to be a little bit slow, but that's a lot of regen, I'm not going to lie. And you know what, it's not looking too bad here. The Immortal, Little Chestnut, Bloody Harvester, that paid off. And you know what? It's kind of mad here. Amazing. 30 regen is definitely crazy. Now, what do we get? Well, that's kind of broken. Let's see how broken it is. Okay, I'm into darkness. It's still broken because that does count as a dark item. Hell yeah, I do want to grab our potion belts. Doesn't mean I can't grab this round. Unless we sell 3 flames. Which yeah, I'm down for. Now the only thing is, I did move a whole set of rounds, so we're going to have the fastest Hunger Blade alive instead of our Bloody Harvester here. We want this as fast as possible so we can get a bunch of Vampirism. And yeah, our complete Amulets of Alchemies are going to be inside our Bloody Harvester, which is going to be a little bit madness here. Now I'm going to move on, and we'll see how we get on with this for now. And we do stack up our Vampirism. We do activate our health pots, and that should be a turbo amount of regen. And holy moly, that's insane. That's literally crazy, and now we're going turbo on Vampirism. Hell yeah. That's for sure. Now, speaking of insane, how about we grab heavy drinking on top of everything? Yeah, I'm down for it. You grab Tim for more buff stealing? Maybe. I do want to grab this though, and move this slightly back a little bit. I don't think you're going to take Tim. I'm going to grab you. I'm going to roll once. I do want to grab this protectable purse and another customer card here. And I think I'm just going to venture on once again. Now we'll see. We do start off with 2 Vampirism, which is not that crazy by any means. Then we start going nuts. We activate our health pots. And bam, 12 regen here. And now all of a sudden our Vampirism is insane. And also, if we do happen to lose our life, we do resurrect. Give us even more time to get even more Vampirism. I think this is going to be a straight up crazy nuts build. If you want more health pots, I'd gladly take it. I do want to roll here. I do want to roll. We can grab ourselves a Divine Pop, but to be honest, I just want to be stacking up regen with this. I do want to craft up a Vampiric Pot 2 though. I'm going to grab more protectable purses. I'm going to roll again. And we could go for a Blood Turn here. Do we actually want Blood Turn? The Immortal Blood Turn, super fast speed with a pineapple. Normally I do like going Hunger Blades with the Bloody Harvester, but you know what? I think I actually will craft it up. It does mean we might be running out of stamina pretty badly here. No, I'm going to take this dagger. I know, I'm just going to offer this up. We're not using our offering bulk here as much. I'm going to offer it up since it is on sale. I'm going to be moving on. And we'll see. Stamina consumption on this is going to be 1.3. And this is also going to be 1.2. And actually, once we get our Blood Turn, it's going to be even more insane. But we should be able to get a turbo amount of Vampirism and a lot of spikes. And this Blood Turn should be able to deal some insane damage overall. However, that is a big old double X with some heal reduction. But that's an insane amount of Vampirism and amazing. Genuinely nuts here. And we can trade up our Blood Turn here for a King's Crown. Yeah, I'm definitely never doing that. A stable recombobulator. He's genuinely not bad here either. We can forgo the freaking offer bowl and potentially get a bunch of value this one. I'm going to take it. I'm not going to offer up anything just yet. It's also dark items. We probably actually want it in here. But if we want to increase speed on our Blood Turn, we definitely want it down below. But let's grab our big old pineapple. Let's grab this too. I'm going to offer up 1 flame here as well. And yeah, I'm going to venture on with this for now. So we are going to be getting a Dancing Dragon. Uniquely unique. They're going to be trying to remove our buffs, but we'll see if they can actually remove our buffs. We'll see, because once we do drop below, we activate all our health pots. Give us an insane amount of buffs. And actually, you know what? We do get invulnerability. We do resurrect, actually. And unfortunately, yeah, they did actually remove all our buffs, which is not so great here. Okay, what do we get? Bag Stones, not so great. Come on, Amulets of Alchemy. Amulet of Wilds. Actually, even more insane. I'm going to roll once. We got ourselves a Prismatic Orb, which I'm looking for. That's for sure, but we're going to grab you too. This game is literally crazy. Double Amulets of Wild. Even more nuts. Now we do also want to grab some stack, so I'm thinking about selling our Bag Stones here. Sell our Bag Stones, let's take it. You know what, I'm thinking about offering up our gloves here along with our stone. I really do want to grab a Prismatic Orb though, so we can actually place it in and get a bunch of Vampirism from the get-go. And yeah, let's move on for now. Triple Amulets of Wilds means we're going to get a ton of spikes as well as Vampirism. We could actually end up turbo stacking spikes more so than anything. However, the Blood Turn is going to be eating up a lot of stamina. We got insane amount of spikes, insane amount of regen, and insane amount of Vampirism. But can we actually keep up? They do make us resurrect. Can we answer back? That's some massive damage from that katana. And unfortunately, eating stamina from us is really, really bad for us. So I'm going to grab you. Let's roll. I'm going to sell this potion to keep rolling. And I do want to roll once more. Now, another Prismatic Orb is exactly what I'm looking for too. And I think we are going to start placing this outside. Now, we never found any single Amulets of Alchemy. We never found ourselves a Bloody Amulet, which is a little bit unfortunate here, not going to lie. I do also want to slightly move this down a little bit. But again, I'm going to be offering up a stone here, maybe even 2. And yeah, we do got to move on it. Now, if we come across another shielded opponent, that is going to be pretty bad for us. Moon Shield, again, is going to be pretty bad for us. We're going to be slowing us down though, so stamina can be terribly bad here. But that's some big damage coming from our opponents. Now, we do full heal, which is awesome. We got our spikes, we got our Vampirism, which should be pretty darn decent here. And amazing. That's some massive, massive damage. Now, hell yeah. I would definitely gladly take this Blood Goobert if we had ourselves a Bloody Amulet, which, unfortunately, yeah, we don't have. Now, we do want to grab you, though. I'm going to sell our Potion Belt here to grab this, so we can offer that up as well. And right now, I do really want this in this position, but I mean, it's going to have to be in here. Unfortunately. It just means we get a little bit faster little chestnut, but this is going to be really, really awesome here because it is going to give us 6 Vampirism and 6 Vampirism from the get-go. I know what? Yeah, I'm going to move straight on once again. Now, we are going to begin a repeater. Falcon Blade are going to be trying to lamp as well. They're going to be stacking up their spikes, their mana, their luck here, and they're going to be dealing some big, big damage with this. Which could be troublesome, because that's some massive damage, but hell yeah, we do answer back straight away with some massive damage ourselves. Now we actually end up with a 70 DPS, which is pretty good here. As for heals, with 45 healing per it's actually 51 healing per second. With no max health and very little block. I do believe we can actually make this a lot crazier, since we got ourselves some prismatic orbs. Not gonna lie. A pair of gloves. We can also trade up our health pot for a spear here. Not sure if you do want to. I will gladly take a stamina sack. I might actually end up taking a flute as well. For some stamina. Because we're that down bad on stamina here. Let's grab our stamina sack. Let's take our flute. I'm going to roll. And that's another little customer card, which I kind of want to keep grabbing them so we can potentially get more prismatic orbs. I'm not going to take it though, I'm going to keep rolling. We do get a phoenix so we can resurrect again as well. No, I'm actually going to take this. I'm going to sell the gloves. Let's take our good old phoenix friend. I'm going to be offering up our Walrus Tusk, but the Phoenix here is going to actually supply a lot of damage for us as well. So I'm definitely going to be happy about that. But yeah, otherwise everything else is pretty much the same here. And we'll see, can we deal with a snake, Fancy Fencing Rapier with some heal reduction, a lot of heal reduction. Yeah, that could be problematic here. We do resurrect. We don't have a whole lot of heat though, so Phoenix isn't going to resurrect us all that much. And that healing reduction could be the end of us here. And we just barely survived. That Phoenix literally saving us. Which is a little bit mad. Now, we were looking for prismatic orbs. Why don't we get rid of our Bloodthorn for a prismatic orb? We also got ourselves a hold all, which is a little bit mad here. Also, Glowing Crown I will gladly take. We can offer that up. I'm going to roll here. And yeah, I'm going to immediately take this. So we could sell this. Yeah, I'm down for it. And we're slowly reducing all our Amulets of Alchemy away from a Bloody Harvester. Now I do want to place this one down below. I know it's a little less optimized for a Bloodthorn here, but it still should be 6 Vampirism, this should be 8 Vampirism, and this should be 8 Vampirism as well. So yeah, it's looking pretty good for us. I'm going to be venturing on. Can we actually win out? We'll see. We are going to begin another Nocturnal Locklifter with a ton of healing as well. But that's 30 Vampirism off the get-go. And once our amulets pop as well, that is going to be 20 spikes. So yeah, our build right now is looking kind of insane. As long as we could sustain our stamina, which is quite crazy. But other than that, yeah, it's looking kind of insane. We could also use our Unique on something else other than a Bloodthorn, but I still kind of want Anno. Even though it is kind of out of stamina. Let's grab a fanny pack. Let's roll. And it is the final round. So we got to be kind of choosy what we take here. Do we just straight up take another pineapple? It is on sale. Also, you know what? How about we just take a Wolpertinger? We're down bad on stamina and we're not taking the stamina options. Yeah, am I crazy? Potentially. And yeah, this is going to be final builds. And what a build it actually turned out to be. A crazy, absurd, Bloody Harvester early freaking run with 700 Amulets of Alchemy into triple Amulets of Wilds into a super fast Bloodthorn. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and see if this is going to be good enough here. Can we actually win out or are we going to fall short? And we are going to begin a Crit Wood Staff, Stone Golem with Frostbite and Artifact Stone Cold. So they are going to be slowing us down by quite a bit. they're going to be dealing some big damage to us. But we already have 32 Vampirism, and once our Amulet Wells pop again, yeah, damage is going to shoot up to 17 spikes, 51 Vampirism, and it's still going up. And you know what? Yes, not even going to be close. Amazing. So we actually end up with 100 DPS, being our Bloodthorn being 54 DPS overall. Stamina consumption was a little bit lower because it slowed us down. Actually kind of worked out in our favour. Spike's doing a good bit of damage too, not insane, but it's not terribly bad here. As for heals, we do end up with almost 100 health per second. Then as for block, yeah, not a whole lot of block. But overall, what a super fun build. And we did end up surviving with 2 lives left. Let's go and see just how much rank points we managed to get. +9. Almost ranking us back up to Masters. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even subscribing. And I hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. And we are going to begin a super fast double axe with crit chance with a lot of stamina down with that anvil here. Also a lot of damage reduction and also removing our spikes and our power with that stone armor. But who's going to out damage who? Double axe with insane scaling and crits, or us with invulnerability and 85 Vampirism. Now can we deal with a double rainbow Falcon Blade Thornbloom type setup? You know, it's kind of interesting. They're going to be stacking max life. Like just now tomorrow, Poison Ivy's going to be inflicting a bunch of poison on us. But yeah, they can't keep up with good old super fast Bloodthorn. And finally, can we take on a Bloody Harvester, Blood Goobert, Bloodthorn, Burning Banner? This is the type of build we could have actually went for if we didn't take Dark Lantern, if Dark Lantern didn't happen to be on sale. And we do get our vulnerability, allowing us to heal back up to full basically. Yeah, going to deal some big damage, and amazing, we also deal some big damage too.